Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Syracuse Orange. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So Purdue's offense will begin backed up off that forward turn. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the Boilermakers will crank up the tempo.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
He shreds the tackle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Back to throw again. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Syracuse's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. That's an important first down on that running play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, it's Jones. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And that sets up a return. And the returner is brought down. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that pass is hauled in over the middle.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Purdue's offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Jones. Caught for the completion. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. Looking to throw it on first down. It's the running back in the flat. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They look to throw it here on second down. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Important third down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The important third down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't...
Catch made down inside the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Orangeman.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Second down after the incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Jones. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Boilermakers will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his second punt of the game. And we'll see what he can do on the return. When he's got some space here. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Syracuse lines up now, 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fields it just outside the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And a timeout is called and talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking downfield. It's Jones. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Pass complete. It's second down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Field goal try, no good. Missed opportunity to make this a one-score game, still losing by 11. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stiff arms the man. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Boilermakers will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the second half was a handoff.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. A gain sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They finally corral him at the 1.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Orangeman. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good. It's 28-10. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They stop him right at the 24.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down. And the Boilermakers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Throws a stiff arm. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The Boilermakers will try to keep this drive moving. Back to throw. It's Jones. On the run here, lets it go. Quick throw, catch made. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense in hurry-up mode. He's got it now inside the 15. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And the Boilermakers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense hungry to convert here in 3rd down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Now here's the toss play. And you'll pick up the 1st down, stop at the 27.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half versus this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Trying to create here on the move. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And it's Syracuse on top right now. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Looks left and finds his target there.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Great cut. They whiff on him. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. They'll run it here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to throw. It's Jones. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they bring him down. Blocker's not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. The pocket breaking down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Physical running, fights off the defender. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Ball handed off. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful with his first try. This one from 39 yards out. Kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Finds an open target on the left side. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Back to throw. It's Jones. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Keeping it on the ground here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial